So we're just continuing along on this journey with Moses, Israel, God, and the application to me and you. And, this is the big conflict now where everybody's up in arms because nothing's happening, but things are getting worse. So Moses told the people of Israel what the Lord had said, but they refused to listen anymore. They had become too discouraged by the brutality of their slavery. Well, I'm going to keep reading today, but I just want to pause there for a minute because, as things get difficult, sometimes we can tend to not listen as well. And we allow circumstances to influence our faith, our trust in God, and the circumstances affect our ability to see the bigger picture. And this is exactly what happened to the people. God sent Moses to them and said, I'm going to do what I said I'd do. But they wouldn't listen. They were discouraged, frustrated with everything that was happening in the moment rather than looking into the future. Listen to this. Then the Lord said to Moses, go back to Pharaoh, the king of Egypt, and tell him, let the people of Israel leave this country. But Lord, Moses objected. My own people won't listen to me anymore. How can I expect Pharaoh to listen? I'm such a clumsy speaker. But the Lord spoke to Moses and Aaron and gave them orders for the Israelites and for Pharaoh, the king of Egypt. The Lord commanded Moses and Aaron to lead the people of Israel out of Egypt. A couple things I want to point out here. Listen to this. It's so great, man. I just am so blessed by God. He just challenges me all the time, and I pray that he'll challenge you through this. Moses goes from his own people not listening. God says, now go talk to Pharaoh. And he's like, whoa, I can't even get my own people to listen to what's going on. How in the world am I going to let this guy listen to me? I'm a terrible speaker. So what he does is he comes back to his old excuses. Remember, God already addressed those? God doesn't care about our excuses. See, God's not looking for people with ability. He's looking for people with a willingness to obey. And so as I look at this, it's like God doesn't address the lack of ability of talking anymore with Moses at all. And I love the fact that the Lord gave orders. Isn't that awesome? Did you hear that? The Lord gave orders to Moses, Aaron, and Pharaoh. God's like, this is what's going to happen. I'm the commander. Let's be moving now. Now we also know that in the midst of all this, God gives the word, but people don't respond. And so as we go forward, I just want us to hear the challenges that God's laying in our lap today. As we look at the fact that the people allowed themselves to be discouraged by their circumstances in the moment. They couldn't see the future and the promises of God. Moses himself became discouraged, and when he became discouraged by the lack of people listening, he went back to his old excuses as to why he didn't want to do this in the first place. God does not address either one of those issues. He says, this is what I'm going to do. Let's move forward. Here's the commands. God wants to do that for you and I today. Let's be his church.